Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping and joining me today. Let me go ahead and set this to where it's perfect so you guys can have a good view here for you. I'm gonna basically do a practice session real quick here because I'm about to go to the casino here in a minute, guys, and I want to analyze, do I want to play it with the don't pass, or do I want to play it where I lay the 4 and the 10? So that's what I need to figure out. All right, let's go ahead. We got that set pretty well right there. All right, so this is the strategy that I'm going to be playing at the casino today. I was hanging out at the casino yesterday, had with my friend, and I had the buffet over there, man. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Hey, before we begin, guys, if you could do real quick for me, if you could take 5 seconds here and hit the like button for me real quick. It really helps the channel out. I appreciate you doing that for me. Also, I did release a new stock video for you guys today over at Stock Market Jimmy. I'll put the link to that video in the comments. Not in the description, in the comments, okay? So just go down and take a look at the comments and you'll see it right there. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm gonna make pretend, guys, at this point, I'm just at the casino playing. This is what I'm gonna do. I got $5,000 here. You guys can just watch. You can play it whatever dollar amount you want to play this at, but this is the way that I will be playing at the casino today. All right, here we go. Random roller. I'm off. So I'm going to do, sometimes I'm going to do it with no 4 or no 10, and sometimes I'm going to do it with the don't pass, okay? But I have a feeling I'm probably going to do better with no 4, because what I can do is use my no 4 on the come outs. So instead of losing the don't pass on the come outs with the 7, I'll win with the no 4, which hopefully will make up for some of the losses when I get picked off on the 4. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have a 5-point. So what I'm doing is I'm counting the 6s and 8. Okay, I have 1 roll without a 6-8. I have 2 rolls. There's a 7, that's 3 rolls. There's a 9, that's 4 rolls with no 6 or 8. There's another 7. Okay, so that's 5 rolls, guys, with no 6 or 8. I like to see that. And there's an 8. All right, so the 8 will be the point, and we're going to go ahead and come in on the 6 for $30 here. We're not going to do any other bet. Okay, there's another 8. That's the point, okay? Now, what I'll do is I'm going to go no 10 for 100. The reason why I'm going with the 10, because the 4 hasn't hit and the 10 already hit. Doesn't mean it can't be a 10. It's just what I'm doing. I'm also going to throw and work the 8 as well on the come out. Okay, there's a 9, points a 9, and we're off and running. Okay, there's another 9. So this is why I personally like the no 4s and 10s versus the don't pass. We would have just lost on the don't pass. Okay, we're going to work the come out. There's a 5 is the point. And there's my 8. Okay, I'm going to get $35. Okay, now I'm immediately going to come off of my no 10. And then I hit the 8, I'm going to come off of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let my profit work. So I haven't won any money. I haven't lost any money. And if I throw a 7 here, it doesn't cost me anything. I'm free rolling. I'm free rolling this 6. Now, I'm focused on the 4s and the 10s. If I hit the 10 again, I'm going to lay that 10. Okay, there's a 6. And there you go. There you go. So now you're up in profit. You're going to get your little $35 right there. And now you're going to go ahead and come down. And you're going to go ahead and start your counting on your 6s and 8s. Okay, there's a 6. There's a 7. Okay, we're off. A 6 again. So we can focus on the 8 right now. There's a 3. That's like 4 rolls without an 8. Okay, that's 5 rolls without an 8. 6 rolls without an 8. There's a 7. 7 rolls. And there's an 8 right there. Right when it was supposed to hit. Okay, so now we're focusing on the 6. Okay, there's a 4. So if we hit another 4, we'll lay the 4. There's a 10. If we hit another 10, we will lay the 10. 6. 4. Okay, let's lay that 4 for 100. Now, when you lay the 4, you don't care about how many times it's been since a 6 or 8 hit. It doesn't matter because you're protected. Okay, we only do the count when we're not laying the 4 and 10. There's a 10. Okay, now we're not going to do both. We're just going to lay the 4. And there's our 6. We're going to make our $35. And now what are we going to do? We're going to immediately come off of the risk. And we're going to go ahead and leave the 8 on there. We're going to come down from the 6. And once again, we're free rolling that 8. We're free rolling. Okay, there's a 10. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and lay the 10 for 100. And I'm just going to put that there. And I'm good to go. There's a 9. Another 9. A 5. A 9. And there's a 6. So we're going to get another $35. I'm going to come off of the 6. I'm going to leave my 8. I'm going to come off of the no 10. I'm going to rack this up. And we're good to go. Okay, that's an 11. A 6. An 8. There we go. So we're going to win there. So as I explained, I like the no 4s and no 10s better than the don't pass. Now I know that we don't get to do the don't pass press, which can make a lot of money the way that I've taught that on my channel. If you guys want to see that, you can find those videos. We're going to get 35, and now we're totally coming down. Points off, and we're just going to start fresh and count our 6s and 8s. Okay, that's one roll without a 6 or an 8. There's an 8. And there's a 10. So if we throw another 10, we'll come in. So that's a point. Okay, there's an 8. Okay, so we're looking for counts on the 6s. An 11. A 4. All right, so if we throw another 4, we'll make a move. There's an 8. Okay, so it's been a while since we hit a 6, and there's a 6. Okay. All right, so our counting is working for us. The count mark is really, really working for us. When we get it up to like 7 or 8, then we're going to go ahead and bet those 6s and 8s. And you just put a lay on the 9 or the 4 or the 10, which one you want to do. You just go for it. Okay, there's a 10. A 9. An 8. All right, so we hit the 6 and 8. Another 6, which is the point. Now, we haven't been throwing very many 7s. There has not been a lot of 7s. Okay, that will be a 10. So if we throw another 10, okay, there's a 6. Couple rolls without an 8. There's a 9. 4 rolls without an 8. There's a 7. Been wondering where the hell the 7 is. There's a 6. 7. There's the 7s. Now, see, that's another thing that I love about the way that I play this strategy is I don't lose when these 7s start coming up, because I'm not playing every single hand. I'm only playing key spots. Okay, there's another 6, an 8. So your 6 and 8 has already hit. The only thing that will trigger you to come in now is if you throw 2 4s or 2 10s. Okay, there's a 3, a 5, a 5 again, 4. There's 1 4, an 8. Let the game tell you what to do, guys. Let the game tell you what to do. Okay, there's a 10. So if we hit a 4 or a 10, there's a 7, and you're not losing anything. Okay, there's a 6, a 5, an 8. All right, so you hit your 6 and your 8 already. And there's your 7. There's a 9, an 8, an 8. All right, that's 4 rolls with no 6. There's a 4. If we hit another 4, there's a 6. There it is, guys. We've hit everything. And there's a 7. So we're not betting. It's kind of boring, but hey, boring wins money, guys. Boring wins money. Like the way I play my baccarat, guys. Oh man, I'm so good at that game. It's so hard for me to lose. So hard for me to lose. Just the way I play, man, is rare. I play a really, really, really strong baccarat game, that's for sure. All right, let's see. We got 9. All right, so we're looking to try to get in here, but the game is not allowing us right now. We let the game decide when we play. Okay, that's a 6. You guys have really got to master this, okay? You'll be way better. Okay, that's a 4. So we need one more 4. There's 2. There's a 5. And there's an 8. Okay, so the time is up on the 4. So it went too long without hitting 2. So that whole 4 is out of the opportunity now. There's a 10. So we've hit, we need to hit one more 10, and then we'll be able to do that. There's an 8. Okay, so we're looking for no 6 here, and there's a 7. It's been a while since we've played. Usually I'm in much quicker than this, but the way that the board is, the rolls are happening, I would not be playing right now. I would be doing exactly what you're seeing right now. I'm just keep being patient. I'm already up in profit. I don't have to worry about anything. I'm just going to take advantage of the math when I see fit. And in the meanwhile, I'm not losing anything with these 7s. Okay, there's a 9. 11, a 7, a 3, an 8. All right, so we're looking for no 6 here. And there's a 4. We need one more 4. That'll trigger us. And there's a 4. There it is. Sometimes. So let the game tell you what to do. Do not play on your own. You should be playing math based on what the game is telling you to make these. You got to recognize when to come in. Let the game do that for you, okay? And now you're just going to go a simple bet like that. Okay, and there's a 7. Okay, no big deal. We only lose $10. That's it. No big deal. Okay? So what you're going to do, you just work it on the come out. You don't even need, all you're going to do is replace your $10 and just work the come out. And there's an 8. So you're going to end up getting back 35. You lost 10, but you got back 35. Mission accomplished. And guess what? You could go ahead and leave that 6 there. You don't have no more issues with the 4. And just like that, You've added money. Now, guys, even though we went all that time playing, if we didn't throw the 7, we would have had another $35 and another 5 minutes of waiting. Hey, every 5 minutes you make $35. In this case, because we lost to the 7, we lost 10, and then we got 35. We really only made $25 extra in that 20-minute wait. Still not bad, okay? Now you're free rolling for the 6. Maybe you win, maybe you don't. But if another 10 comes, you're gonna be forced to do what you need to do. And there's your 6. So it worked out. And now you got $35 coming. And now you got 25 plus 35. So you really have made that in just a 5-minute delay. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, do not force the game. You guys play wrong. You play like a robot. You go there and you do exactly what the casino wants you to do. As soon as you start playing, they get the point, everybody puts their money out there. That's how everybody plays, and that's why everybody loses. Okay, there's a 4, and there's an 11. And there's a 5. Now, some of you guys are loving this. You know, what is the casino doing right now? If you look at casinos right now, what are they doing right now in the craps community? What are they doing? Have you guys noticed? I can tell you what they're doing. They're loading up almost all of their craps tables crapless. Almost all of. Why are they doing that? Because you can't lay the 4, you can't lay the 10, you can't do the don't pass. It's a 100% offense. There is no hedging. So they're going to beat you when they're going to beat you that way. And trust me, if their profits are bigger that way, they'll end up making every game like that. They don't care about the traditional way. They care about having a game that makes money. They're always trying to make it in their favor, guys. They're always trying to make it in their favor. Okay, there's 1 4. We hit the 8, so we can't do our numbers. So there's 2 ways that you can play the game. There's 2 ways. You have 2 opportunities. If you don't throw the 6s and 8s within 7 rolls, or if you throw 1 6 but the 8 hasn't hit in 10 rolls, you're going to bet the 8 and you're just going to manually lay the 4. So you're always going to have a move. You're either going to do it through these 6s and 8s not coming, or you're going to do it through 2 4s had hit or 2 10s had hit, and it makes you manually start betting the 6 8. No matter how many times that they hit, it doesn't matter. So that's the way that you're playing. So you're always going to have opportunities to make wagers. And because you're not playing all the time, you don't get discouraged when the 7 hits. Everybody just lost their money. What happened? We had a 6 point. Everybody is like a robot and puts their money out. First roll, 7, and the casino takes all their money. And they wonder why they don't win. Because they don't watch Gamble with Jimmy. That's why. That's why, bro. Okay, there's a 4. An 8. 6, so we hit both of our numbers again. There's an 8, so the only way we can play now is if we hit 2 4s or 2 10s. And there's a 7, we didn't lose. Okay, great way to play the game, guys. That's 19 minutes. All right, I'll play a little more for you guys. I mean, you guys get the gist, you know what I mean? I know it's not that fun to watch, but hey, making money is all that matters, guys. Making money is all that matters. Now, we have about 4 rolls right now without hitting a 6. And there's a 4, so we got a lot of opportunity to make a wager here. And there's a 7, we don't lose. And there's a 4, so it is going to be a 4 that dictates what we're doing. So the 4 is forcing us to come in because we've thrown 2 4s out of 3 rolls, and now we get to play. Here we go. And there's a 7, so that's going to cause us $10 loss, and we're going to just work the come out. And there's a 9. And once again, $35 minus the 10 is another $25 profit. So as you can see, guys, the system works, okay? There's really no point. And now what you can do is you can go ahead, you threw an 8, so you could go ahead and just free roll that 6 if you want to. But if, you know, in our case, we're already up profit, so why risk that? We're just going to cancel it out. There's your 5,000 that we started with. You've got 100. There's 200. There's 260. You got $260 that you earned in 20 minutes. Out of that 20 minutes, you probably played 10 minutes because you were waiting for the other 10. So, guys, $260 in 20 minutes, that's like an average of like $600 an hour. Okay? The system works. That's why I'm trying to teach it to you. All right? You know I'm only going to show you good strategies on this channel. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Go over to Stock Market Jimmy. Watch the video. Become a member of my stock market community. I will be setting up memberships over there. And you guys can learn a lot about the stocks and crypto as well. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day.